Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Insect Planet. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Mustafa Hamada. He's been studying insects for over 10 years now. Today he will inform us about 3 different types of insects, which are the mantis, mosquitoes, and the tiger moth. Please welcome him on the show.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How's it on the field?
That's pretty good. It's pretty interesting, as always, man.
So now let's start off with the snow mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about the snow mosquitoes and the way they live?
Oh, yeah, sure. They play an important role in carrying diseases across the world, such as the West Nile virus and many other viruses. So, the snow mosquito comes with the following taxonomy, which is the kingdom. It comes from the kingdom Animalia, and the class Insecta. And the genus, it's Aedes, and the species is Comunus.
Wow, very interesting and big words there.
Yeah.
Just to inform the audience that we were like explaining the taxonomy, which is like basically the
classification of organisms,
exactly,
according to your physical shape.
Yeah. Now, can you just tell us why are they called snow mosquitoes?
Yeah, snow comes from the word like snow, right?
Yeah.
It's cold. So the cold weather does not stop snow mosquitoes from living, breeding, or feeding. So unlike other species, snow mosquitoes can live all year round. They don't have to travel south in order to find warmer climates. And they can live in moist temperatures, but they prefer not to. Like, they prefer to live in frozen, dry, cold temperatures.
Can you just tell us how big can they get?
Oh, they can be from 5 millimeters to 6 millimeters in length. Like about less, like an eighth of a quarter. They can be an eighth of a quarter. They're really small.
That's small.
Yeah.
Can you tell us where they live?
They mostly inhabit North America, but you can find them other places around the world.
And like
colder temperatures, like Europe and stuff.
And we know that mosquitoes prefer to live in moist temperature, like moist areas,
Yeah.
such as Canada.
Yeah.
But how do they live in the winter? Like, how do they operate? How do they survive in the winter? Like,
their survival is
and
the male mostly he fetches for plants, just like out their juices, such as their glucose, stuff that plants processes from the photosynthesis process. And however, the female it feeds on blood from organisms such as the animals, including humans. Well, if none of these resources are available, so they eat their husband, their male husband. The female does.
Wow. Dominant females.
Yeah. And during intercourse, that can happen also. The woman can eat the male.
So you're telling me during intercourse the female can just randomly eat the male's head off?
Yes, yeah.
Interesting. How do they reproduce?
They reproduce sexually by laying eggs near a water body, such as a river or a small lake, not like an ocean. The lake can be frozen, or the river can be frozen also. It doesn't matter, it's a snow mosquito, you know?
Yeah, it's a snow mosquito.
Yeah.
Pretty limitless in the snow.
Yeah.
Like, what's the structure of the mosquito? Like, the organs and all that?
Well, like any other insect, it has 3 basic body parts, which the head, the thorax, abdomen. The head is where 5 eyes are located, and the chemical and heat sensors are also located. So it senses for chemicals where it knows where it's dangerous or not, stuff like that, and heat. And the thorax is where all 6 legs of the mosquitoes are attached, which is like around here, like in the middle, kind of in the middle. And the abdomen is where the insect's digestive tract and excretory organs are as well. So.
Okay, this is all for mosquitoes. Now we're gonna move on to the mantis. Now with the mantis, hey, you wanna listen to a joke?
Yeah, sure.
What do you get if you cross a praying mantis with a termite?
What?
An insect that says grace before it eats your house. Oh. Okay, that didn't go very well. Anyways, back on the subject. Can you tell us about the taxonomy of the mantis?
It belongs to the kingdom of Animalia in the class Insecta as well, so it's an insect. And the family Mantidae, and the genus Stagmomantis, and the species Carolina. It's called the Stagmomantis carolina. It's also called a praying mantis.
No.
It's a common name.
Can you tell us why it's called a praying mantis?
The two front legs are shaped like as a praying poster.
And how big can they get? How big are they?
They can be from 5 to 7 centimeters of length, or 4.5 times bigger than a quarter coin.
What are the physical characteristics of a praying mantis?
They can be divided into 3 distinct body types, like the mosquito, which is the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. And the head, so the head contains 2 large compound eyes, which can move freely for 180 degrees. So it can view like, so it has like a full 180 degree view.
Yeah.
So it has 3 simple eyes between the 2 compound eyes, and it has a narrow thorax, which the four legs are attached. The 2 front legs and the 2 back legs. And the front legs, which are shaped as a praying mantis, it can grab the prey due to its strong spikes, very sharp. It can grab it and hold on to it. And the abdomen is thicker than the thorax, which contains the digestive system.
Okay. Where do they live?
They are found all over the world in warm temperatures, not necessarily very warm, just like okay livable temperatures. They live in green areas such as the shrubs, grass, trees, and they can camouflage into them to protect them from predators. Such as birds.
Speaking of predators and stuff, and things like that, what do they feed on?
Oh, they feed on green stuff, leaves, fish. They can fish with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How can they catch their prey?
Their front legs. They use them.
And how they reproduce sexually.
Yeah, sexually.
Now let's move to the final insect, the tiger moth.
Yes.
Can you tell us about the taxonomic trace of the tiger moth?
It belongs to the kingdom Animalia, animals, in the class Insecta, so it's an insect. So it belongs to the genus Adventitius, and the species Filariata.
Why is it called the tiger moth? Like tigers are.
Because they have the pattern on their wings.
Yeah.
In the part of the body, it's shaped as a tiger.
Oh.
These lines, black and yellow lines.
Because like an insect that's a tiger, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
The tiger is vicious.
Yeah,
dangerous.
it's based on its morphology, like the
Okay.
physical characteristics.
And how big can they get? Or how big are
They can be 3 centimeters in length, and just the length, and 8 centimeters in width, including their wings.
Oh.
Like, they're really big.
Yeah.
Like not really big, like
It's the wingspan is pretty
yeah,
big.
it's 4 centimeters each.
And where do they live?
They live in North America, in a big part of North America, like southern Ontario, northern Texas, like a big part of North America.
Oh. And what does the tiger moth feed on?
Now they feed on clover, dandelions, corn, and grass, stuff like that.
Oh. And what are their seasons like?
From adults, from April to September, they inhabit the south, which is Texas, California, and from May to August they are in the north, so in Ontario, Ohio, these states.
So basically, their whole objective is to stay in a
in a warm climate.
warm
Yeah, exactly. That's for the adults, and for the young children, be in just back home in the home.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mustafa, for this
You're welcome.
interesting segment. We will be back after the break with more interesting things about insects.